Hello everyone, welcome to Ecom Brand Founder. So welcome to the free complete Facebook tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about Facebook advertising, which you can create to use it for your business. Doesn't matter whether you are a beginner or an intermediate. By the end of this video, you're going to become an expert with Facebook advertising. Let's dive in. Right. Okay. So pretty much, I'm going to take you through, the business manager, how to sign up to business manager, how to create your Facebook ads manager, and also set up your Facebook and Instagram page, and also verify domain and the data sets, which is creating your pixel and then linking that to your Shopify store, and also adding your payment methods, and also, I'll be taking you through, campaign setups and different objectives and what are the different things, and also we'll be creating a demo campaign. I'll be showing you a couple of things, right? So yeah, so let's dive in. The first thing we're going to do is going to a business manager, right? So I'll just help you understand like how to navigate through the business manager. Once you log into business manager, it's going to redirect to your Facebook account. So make sure you use a Facebook account which is at least 1 to 3 years old, so that you'll not have any issues with account bans or anything, right? These are the things that you'll find it under business info, which is user, right? If you just click on this, pretty much you can see the people, partners, and system users. People is something that you need to be aware of. So I'll be taking you through. I'll be explaining you about the people. So whereas when you click on the accounts, you have pages, ad accounts, and also Instagram and WhatsApp. And under data sources, you will have pixels, right? This is the pixels and data sets, right? And these are the two things that you need to, and then you have request, right? And then you have, brand safety and suitability. So pretty much you have to go to domain and pretty much link it. I'll just show you that. And integrations, and pretty much you have billing and payments. Once you click on this, so let's do, we will be pretty much doing, you can add a credit card to your business manager as well. You can add it to your, ads account. So pretty much I'll be showing that too. And then meta verified and all those. And then we'll be going through security center to enable two-factor authentication, right? So yeah, so let's dive in. Yeah, so that's something that, so we need to go and, okay, so yeah. So once you create the business manager, you need to create the business profile. So input all the correct details, right? The business details, and submit all the documents and verify it. That's important. So once you have the GST, make sure you have a GST and input all the details, which is related to that, and make sure all the spellings are correct and double check it before you submit for review, right? And then you can verify it. And then the most important thing, once you set up your business manager, is go to security center, right? Go to security center here. All right, so here you can see two-factor authentication, which is very important. So make sure who's required to turn on the two-factor authentication. Make sure it is turned on to, make sure you choose everyone, and then that's pretty important. So whoever logs into your, to your account, pretty much they need to sign up to two-factor authentication using an Authy or any external tools, right? That is pretty important, and which adds you two layers of security, right? And then let's go to people under users, and what you need to do is pretty much, you need to go and invite people at their email address, and pretty much follow the instructions, assign access. So once we pretty much create all those things such as pages, ads account, and pixels, and data sets and everything, so pretty much we'll be coming here and adding it. So you can invite people, anybody in your team, or anybody who's externally. If you're hiring a media buyer or an agency, pretty much you can just go and add them, right? And that's the first step. So add them, add the email address, and pretty much provide the access, and then you can submit for invitation, right? So that's the first thing. So let me close it. And once you invite people, then what you have to do is go to pages under accounts. So once you go to pages under accounts, what you need to do is add page and create page. So click on add page, and then you can connect if you have an existing page which you have already created, and pretty much you can go and create a new Facebook page, right? Business name based on the business name. So let's say Urban Wick. So you can go and create as Urban Wick, right? And then choose a category, add the bio, and click on next, confirm, and then it is done. So pretty much your page is created. And then next important thing is add account. So click on add account, and then click on add, and create a new ad account. So you have multiple options. Add an existing ad account if at all you already have it, or you can request for access. Okay, this is something not relevant for us. So click on add account, and pretty much you can click it as Urban Wick, right? I can choose your time zone and currency. So make sure you choose the right currency, right? You can choose USD, it's fine. And also you can choose INR, and usage, confirm, and done. So pretty much, you can go follow the instructions, click on next. So this business manager is only for the tutorial purpose. So I'm not going to create anything here. So you can, these are pretty straightforward. You can pretty much go and, okay, pretty much you can just follow the instructions and create it, right? That's how it is. So, right. Okay. So I'm just going to close it. And then, so once you add account, create an ad account, right? And then add all the details and create one, and select your name and provide access. That's something you have to do it, right? And then what you have to do is create an Instagram. So let's come to Instagram here. So Instagram, I suggest creating one externally and then log in and then connect it. So I don't suggest you to create here because we kind of face issues when we try to create one here, right? So claim Instagram account or claim Instagram account. So okay, so your Instagram account needs to be, so create it externally and then, make it into a professional account. Then you can come and pretty much, click on add account, and then it shows you option to log in and then connect it, right? And this is for WhatsApp. It's not relevant for now. So, and then let's go to datasets, right? So datasets, it's pretty important. So create one based on the business name. So let me go and create. So earlier it was Pixel, so right now it is datasets. Click on datasets, add, right? You can create it as Urban Vec based on your business name, and then you can pretty much create it and then follow the instructions, and which redirects to Facebook and then Shopify, and follow the instructions and choose the pixel, and the data sharing option will be displayed. So make sure you choose the maximum, and then connect pixel and agree, and that's it. So it's that simple. So just follow the instructions, as a couple of clicks, and then it will be done. So right, so the test is done. So I have a different business manager over the ads account. I'll be showing that when we creating creating a campaigns and all those, right? So that's all when it comes to data sets, right? And these are the options that you need to do, as I showed you, from user, accounts, and data source, and these 4 options. And then so once that is done, so what you have to do is install. So once the data set is done, and then let's go to request, let's go to brand safety. Okay, here is the domain. So yeah, you need to click on add domain. Okay, so you need a new domain for the business. So create on this, and then you can pretty much add your domain which you purchased from Shopify, and then pretty much add it, right? And then follow the instructions. You can go, and as I told you, when it comes to data sets, just go to Shopify, follow the instructions, and then you need to do a couple of things and connect pixel and then agree, so that which connects between the Facebook and also your Shopify, right? So it's pretty straightforward, right? And then so what you have to do is, like, once the domain is done, once you have added the domain here, so what you have to do is you need to install Metapixel helper, and then add your website URL, and then test the events, which should be able to track, right? So that's something important. So you can also add it as a Chrome extension, and pretty much you can go to your page and then scroll it and just click on few events, like which actions which you take on the page, and then the Metapixel helper should be able to show it as a view page, right? That's important. And once that is done, the most important thing is here is billing. So I think once you click on this, which redirects to billing and payment, so what you can do is go to add business payment method. So you can pretty much add it, right? So here, so you can just click on next. So add a credit card, and make sure you use just one credit card, right? And do not use this card across different ads account. Use just one credit card to that particular ad account. If you use it for a business manager, which is fine, but make sure to add just one credit card to one ad account, right? And make sure you have funds, and always make sure to have maintain the funds, and also enable the international transactions. So which is pretty important, right? So once that is done, so let me go back to business manager. Okay. Let me again tell you things. So sign into business manager, and then which redirects to Facebook login option. So log in with your Facebook profile, right? Which has a 1 to 3 years tenure at least minimum, and then it gets you to this dashboard, and go to people, right? Add yourself, go and invite people. So based on that, and then go and create add the page, and then add and create your ad account, right? Follow the instructions, create Instagram account externally, and then come and log in here, right? Go to data source, go to data sets, and then add it here, follow the instructions, which pretty much helps you to connect your pixel with your Shopify and also the Facebook Business Manager, right? And then you go to brand safety. Okay, then go to domain. So you can add your domain. So you would have purchased your domain from Shopify, right? So pretty much follow the instructions, add your domain, and follow the instructions, add the add the tag going to your online store themes, and pretty much add under head and head section, right? That is pretty important. So you can pretty much follow the instructions, or it will be you can go to the resources and also understand like how do you add the tag, right? So okay, and then the last thing is like the billing and the payment. So go and add your credit card, right? So that's all about it. And then next, I'm going to take you through the next thing will be about the ads manager, right? So I go to ads manager. So this is in Java. This is just a demo account for the purpose of this tutorial. So let me just create one. So I'll just show you what it is. So you have a couple of options, which is account overview, campaigns, ad reporting, audiences. So this pretty much shows all your audiences which are created, and your billing and payment. You can add your credit card in the business manager as well, or in your ads account. You can click on that. Pretty much redirects you to add your card. So advertisement settings and event manager, which pretty much shows all your events or pretty much any action that's taken on your website, right? So everything will be shown. So and then pretty much you have all tools. Pretty much you have a lot of options here, right? So that's all about it. And let me go and create a campaign objective. So show you about the campaign objectives. So we have multiple campaign objectives. Choose a campaign objective. So most of the campaign objective, 99% of the campaign objective will be like series, right? Because we need conversions. So all this will be awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, and app promotion if we have any apps. So yeah, pretty much this is going to be about. So we'll create a campaign, right? So seeds and click on continue. Right. Also, once we choose our objective, campaign objective, which is seeds, and then hit on continue. So we'll be, we'll be here. So pretty much you need to choose your campaign name. So just pretty much, to have a naming convention for any campaign that we're doing. So Urban Wick. So make sure you write your first 2 letters or anything of your brand name. And also this is going to be a sales campaign. So write based on the objective. So I'm going to make it as conversion campaign, right? Conversion campaign based on the objective, and then I'm going to pretty much add the date, so which is 20th May, right? Okay, 25. So this is going to be the naming convention, so which is the brand name and the campaign objective and also the date. So you don't, when it comes to campaign details, so do not touch anything with this. So buying type is options, so don't touch anything. So campaign objective is sales, since it is that, and we don't enable advantage plus catalog ads right now. So when it comes to so the budget strategy. So pretty much, we can set budget at 2 levels, which is the campaign level and also at the ad set level. So the campaign level is like, okay, the budget is spent at the campaign level is called a CBO, and the budget which is spent at the ad set level is called ABO, right? So pretty much, so when it comes to spend 1/3 of the product price is the good budget to spend. So right now I'm going to turn it as a CBO. So let's say the product cost is around, let's say 3,000. So let's make it as 1,000 as a daily budget, right? And then pretty much you don't touch anything with this, A/B testing none, and then you can just click on next. All right, so once you have that, so this is going to be a broad targeting. So we're gonna broad targeting and pretty much come up with a name, which is 5, okay, right? And then pretty much you can choose your website because you need to include your website. So when it comes to conversion location, so you're gonna send the traffic to the website, right? So that they'll be able to purchase it. And then performance score is going to be like the maximum number of conversions. And also we have, we have 2 things, which is the maximum number of conversion and the maximum value of conversions. And also pretty much we have other goals, but right now we choose a maximum number of conversions always, right? And then, so since we have not created the data sets and we added, connected the pixel to our Shopify store. So once you have that, it will be displayed here. You choose the right pixel based on your store name, right? And that's something good. And right. So budget and the schedule when it comes to so always schedule for the next day, right? Always schedule for the next day, right? And if at all you have an end date, you can pretty much choose it. So let's say we're running this ad for like 3 days from now. So let's make it as 23rd, and you can make it as 23/59, 23/59, right? Okay, that's something else. So let me not choose anything. So let me start from tomorrow, like tonight. Today is 20th, so tonight 12 a.m. right? And then you have a couple of other options, and you have audience. So this is pretty important. So so you need to do some competitor analysis and understand your audience, and you can basically once you do the competitor analysis, you pretty much know whom they're targeting it to, right? And also you need to pretty much understand your audience, your customer behavior, and all those. And based on that, you can understand it. So when it comes to that, I'll just show you in a different section, right? Okay, right now it's not okay, right? So pixel and all those, that's pretty good. So location, so you can let me show you through location. So you can choose based on your location. So since we are targeting only in India, so or you can pretty much search based on locations, right? You can put any other countries or anything, and also you can pretty much choose countries, select all regions. Also you can do it, and also you can pretty much save your locations or region, and then pretty much whenever you are running a campaign, you can go and choose it so that you don't have to do it every time. And you can also add location in bulk, and right, you can also do include and exclude. Suppose let's say we are doing it in India and we do not want to include any other countries, or let's say you're doing only in the major cities such as Delhi, Bangalore, Mumbai, and also a couple of other cities, and you don't want to include any of the other cities, so you can pretty much add it as exclude. Yeah, that's something good. And also you have a couple of other options. So so right now we're doing it only for India, so let's not further. All right, and then we're not going to do anything with when it comes to placement, so click on show more settings, and it's going to be on all the platforms, so you can pretty much choose it, but I suggest you not to touch anything with this, right? Most importantly, and also it shows based on your budget, since campaign score, and it's going to show your budget and audience and placement, and also it's going to show like the audience, the targeting is going to be broad. So I'm just going to click on next. Let's go to all right, so this is, let's say we have a creators, and I'm gonna add the date, just 2025. Okay, right. So this is going to be that. All right. So once we are in the ad level, so what you have to do is like, okay, create your naming convention. So let's say create a one, and also based on the dates. And then I think, you don't need to turn off partnership ad because it's not relevant to us right now. So and then ideally when it comes to identity, you need to choose your Facebook page, right? And then you have to choose your Instagram account. So we will have created this when we created the business manager and added the created a new page and also externally creating the Instagram manager Instagram account. And then pretty much we choose that, right? And then add it up and everything is good. So most of the time, so okay, it's going to be manual uploads, and there are a couple of options when it comes to format. So it depends, right? So flexible is going to go very soon. So we will show you ads in the formats we predict may perform the best. So this is going to be something like a DCT, dynamic creative optimization. So you enable this, you have a lot of combinations, and so that it shows to the right audience. That's something that if you want to do it, you can do it. But pretty much single images in the video is good. So I'm going to choose this, and carousel is for carousel. So let's say for a clothing brand below. Products under a category, and pretty much you can now add all the products and show it as a carousel. And when it comes to collection, so this is something that, right? And so we're going to choose a single image on this, and then pretty much you can add your website URL. Okay, you can pretty much add your, you always do a QC before you launch the ads, a preview on URL, so that it has to redirect to the right product page or the collection or home page or whichever it does. And then display name can be, if the URL is pretty lengthy and if it is going to a collection page which has a lot of additional things, so pretty much you can, a display name, you can just add your website name so that it will be displayed. So browser add-ons. So yeah, let this be none if you're, if you want them to call you. So choose this option and add your number. Messenger redirect to Messenger. Instagram direct goes to your Instagram account, and WhatsApp is WhatsApp. And instant form is like for, if it was for the lead generation and things, you need to enable this and create a form so that it redirects. And we also have a couple other options. So let me click on creator. So for this purpose of this tutorial, so let's create, all right. So here you go. Okay, so this is how it's gonna display. Let me write that as www.google.com. Okay, add your website name and display link, and then I'm just gonna click on next. I'm just gonna add, like 4 products or 4 images. All right, so we'll duplicate it later. Okay, so make sure it's square, original, and vertical. This make sure understand the dimension, and based on that you can just enable this. All right, so primary text, headlines, and description, and learn more. So call to action is very important. So make sure it's always all right, shop now. So based on your call to action that you have. So let's add the primary text, headlines, and description. So this purpose have created right. Okay, headline is going to be this. Description. Let's see. This is the dummy, primary text. It's not the exact primary text. Make sure you can just use the help of ChatGPT, and also make sure add an instruction saying that it has to follow the Facebook ads policy, right? So based on that, you have a couple of things. So this is for the purpose of this tutorial. I'm just adding this, and also description you can add something, and also I'm just going to click on next, and then make sure other advantage plus creative enhancement except music and few other things, everything is turned off, right? You can see the image here. All right, so one image or a video or a slideshow, whatever. Okay, so I think we need to pretty much, so you can pretty much click on advanced preview and preview it, and also campaign score is good. Okay, all right. Anyways, and this shows the different placements. This is basically on desktop, and this is square. This is 9:16, and this is 4:3, right? So pretty much we have these options here, and yeah. So I think pretty much it. All right, and media. All right, so I think a few things have been changed, showing within within error, but do not mind. We're just doing for the purpose of this tutorial, so do not mind. All right, so let me click on advanced preview. So it's gonna pretty much show us on different placements, which is all. So right now it is showing for all the placements. Let it load. Yeah, so you can pretty much see it. It's gonna show our image, it's gonna show our ad copy, and our call to action, which is the shop now, right? And you can click on different placements, which is feeds and in-stream, and also stories. This would be like Instagram POD, and that's the last one, right? So let me go and click this next, and what you can do is cancel it, and pretty much all right, so the next important thing is website URL tracking. So you can pretty much set it up. Okay, I'm not gonna. Okay, website events. All right, so you can go to Events Manager and pretty much do that, and offline tracking. Okay, offline events, and then you can set up your URL parameter and all this. So yeah, this is still the website events needs to be set up. So let's say let be a page view, or any other actions that is taken on your page that needs to be set up. So you have to go to your event manager, going to your business manager, and then or you can go to your Facebook ads account and then pretty much set up all your website events. There's an option to set up because we have not set up, right? So all right, and your parameters, and let me see, and handles. Okay, all right, so we're not going to do all this. This is not relevant right now. And then you can hit on publish, and that's something. And if you want to duplicate, you can pretty much come to the ads level. Let's say you can pretty much come to. Okay, I'm just going to come to asset, and then existing campaign, and then I'm gonna like duplicate 2 times. Right. So if I want to duplicate, so this is something. Right, right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is this going to be 1. I'm just going to go here. So I'm going to make it as 2. It's going to be asset 2. So check all your settings, which is accurate. Okay, everything targeting is good, and then go to creative. And what we can do is just change the image and change the ad copy, and you can pretty much go edit media, and then you can add this image so that they just changed. Right, go next. Pretty much shop now, and then it is done. Yeah, so this image has changed, so you can see a different image, and you can change your ad copy also, and change your headline and description, and pretty much your call to action. You can also choose as have a couple of options, which is learn more, order now, and also shop now, sign up and subscribe and watch more on things, and then pretty much do that. And let me go to the last one, last asset, which we have duplicated. Okay, no, this was second one. I think this is the one. This is going to be asset 3. And let's check all the settings. Okay, everything is fine, and then you can pretty much go here and just change the image, or you can add a video or anything, and then edit media, and then I'm gonna add this short image. Click on next, go through the instructions, and don't be hasty when creating the campaign. Make sure you learn it, see the different changes, click on buttons, and understand what are the different changes happening and how it is reflecting, right? So once that is done, you can pretty much go and publish it. For the sake, I'm just going to discard this, right? Yeah, which I'm going to close it. So which, okay. So I think for the sake of this tutorial, we created a demo campaign. Also going to the campaign, choosing the campaign objective, which is sales, and then clicking on continue and going to the campaign and choosing the settings, and based on selecting the budget. So and also understanding the naming convention. So based on the brand name and what is the the campaign objective, and also the lead, and then choosing the CPU as a as an option, and then selecting the budget as 1/3 of the product price, which is like $1,000. Let's say the product price is 3,000, so we're choosing 1/3 of the product price, which is 1,000 as the budget, but it completely depends on you, depends on your product price, right? And then we clicked on next, and we went to pretty much we went to the asset level, and then asset level is where we choose all the audience, right? So based on different targeting that we have, so we choose couple of options there, and then clicked on next, right? Which once we have the interest there ready, and then the time to launch the things, and also we have a start date and end date for the campaigns and a couple of other things, and then click on next, which takes us to the ad ad level. This is where you add your creative and the ad copy, and based on that, you can pretty much duplicate it, and that's how it is. So when you go to campaign here, pretty much shows one campaign. Since we duplicated 3 different assets, and also we'll have pretty much we'll have multiple ads under that, right? So we have 3 different assets, and also we have 3 different ads under that, right? And the last thing which I'm going to take you through in this tutorial is you can go to these columns pretty much for now, so you don't have to worry. In order to understand the metrics, so based on the funnel, so what you have to do is just understand all these metrics, right? So what does these metrics do? The 4 most important metrics is the amount spent results, the cost per acquisition, and the ROAS, right? So how much money we put in and how much money we are able to make it, right? And you can see all different. So just give me a second. Yeah, you can see the different things. So by default, we choose the column as performance. So pretty much we have a few things. So it shows about the ad name, the bid strategy, the budget, and also attribution settings, the results, the reach, and the impression, and the cost per results. And also we have a couple of other things, right? So and also we have different ranking, and also the amount spent and ends. And if you want to customize your columns based on click on go to columns. Okay, so what you can do is see, this pretty much has all the options. So based on performance, based on ad relevancy diagnostic, and also cost and performance funnel engagement, and also a few other options. So what you can do is pretty much go and click on each one of them and add things, right? You can just click the drop down and you can choose which are the things which is relevant to you. So based on that, you can click and like put that in a sequence based on your funnel, right? It has to come from from the landing page and taking action on your product page, and then clicking on a couple of things, clicking on your products or collections or whatever, and then purchase, and then which is pretty much going and adding to the cart, and then initiate checkout, and then purchases, and then if you want to understand the creators, there are a few options here. Right, all those things, it's pretty straightforward and pretty much you can understand it and do it. So once this is there, you can just click here. Okay, so add relevancy diagnostic. Okay, and then it's going to be about the cost. Right, you have a couple of options, produce cost per results and cost per and you have CPMs. These things are important, and then you can go to funnels. And so if you want to understand about the 3 seconds video plays and a couple of other things, right? And if you want to understand how the video is performing, right? Page post fits towards the Instagram page and stops, and calling, messaging, and media you don't have to worry about. And clicks, there are a few things, which is the unique, which pretty much has the percentage of accounts into it. So you so pretty much you can go and understand here what is what, and it depends from business to business. When it comes to e-commerce, there are a few things that's completely important. So the CPC, the CPMs, and few things, right? And also if it is unique, so it makes sure it does account, right? So you need to understand about different things. Go to the columns and understand the different metrics, what is what, and whether it is relevant to your business. Make sure you spend some time understanding it. And start date and end date is very important. And also let's go to buying type, objective. Objective shows what kind of objective we have, and also it shows budget is fine. The conversion location is important if you're targeting locations. So, and also this is so add creative. All right, this is not something in tracking. Okay, so just tracking and optimization. So so since I've showed you for most of the things, you don't require all of them, but pretty much I just showed you things which are important. So based on that, you can just drag and pretty much add it, like the start and the end dates of the end date at the last, and then pretty much you can add your campaign in the beginning, right after here, and then you can add your app, so results, amount spends, and then pretty much you can add your reach, frequency, and and also CPC and CPM together, and also different clicks based on to understand whether it is unique or whether it is from the same person multiple times. And then you can add your card, initiate checkout, and then just these things are right. And then so that's all about it. And then you can just pretty much save this column and enter your name, so anything as your like preset, and then click on save, right? So it saves. So right now I'm going to cancel it. So that's pretty much about it. So I hope I took you through the complete Facebook tutorial, right? And then pretty much took you through Business Manager, Facebook Ads account, and setting up Instagram and Facebook page, and also verifying domain and data sets, which is connecting your Facebook pixel to your to your Shopware store with your Business Manager, adding the payment methods, and also we just did a demo campaign setup along with the objectives, and pretty much added a few things. Make sure to going to Business Manager, going in the security, and add your 2-factor authentication. Make sure you enable everyone, so that whoever logs in, it asks for 2-layer of protection, and nobody can do any scam or fraudulent stuffs, right? And then pretty much grant access to the people you need to, like yourself, your team. Make sure don't provide admin access to to the moderators or anybody, and make sure you disable the financial and a few things which is not required for them, right? And then we went through ad accounts, create Instagram data sets, and pretty much everything. Okay, so alright, so this was a detailed tutorial about the Facebook Business Manager, Facebook Ads account, or setting up Facebook and Instagram page, verifying domain, and also data sets and pixels, payment methods, and campaign setups and objective. And also we created a a demo campaign, and pretty much showed you how to create it, duplicate it, and adding the the ad copy and the creatives, and publishing it. And also I took you through the cost of the custom columns or setups to understand the metrics, and you can choose the metrics and understand the metrics, go to the research section and understand it, read it based on the relevancy of your business. You can enable it and align it based on your business, and pretty much which helps you to understand how good the ads are performing, how good the creatives are performing, and how much we're investing money and how much we're getting it out, right? So I think which was a detailed tutorial. So thank you so much.